Then I notice out of the corner of my eye, he's watching me from around the corner.
He's checking you out, bruh.
Just wants to make sure I'm not stealing any of his stuff, and that I'm doing what I'm supposed to.
No, being that he emailed you like that, he likes your rear end. I mean, let's face it. Whatever happened to Craigslist, man? Craigslist got a bad rap at some point, right? There was a whole bunch of stories that came out about people being abducted and murdered and all kind of stuff from Craigslist ads. I remember I put out one ad on Craigslist before. I forgot what it was. Maybe I was either looking for or trying to buy some exercise equipment used or something like that, and I got so much spam. Oh no, I remember what it was. I had bought exercise equipment from Craigslist before. That was way earlier in its infancy. I tried to sell a table or get rid of a table that I had, and I remember getting so much spam in my inbox because of that, man. Everything from freaking, sheiks trying to tell me I inherited money to so much stuff. It's terrible. To this day, I think that email address that I originally had registered for that site is ruined. It's so bad. It's just been shared with almost every scammy agency and organization in the world. But now it's Facebook Marketplace, and Facebook Marketplace is awesome, man. I ended up having to put out an ad a little while back to get rid of a camper, an abandoned camper, old rundown thing that was on some property that I bought. And let me tell you, I put that sucker up and I started getting hits immediately, legit, and I ended up getting rid of it in no time. Within a couple days it was gone. So it's really, really cool to use that. But Craigslist got a bad rap, and there was a lot of stories that spawned from it. This one's one of them. It's by MJV Animations. Make sure to head on over to their channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell as well, and if you like reaction videos like this, guys, make sure to subscribe to his channel as well. Let's get into the animation. The Craigslist old guy.
My money situation hasn't been the best lately.
Okay.
With rent and bills to pay, it's been a struggle.
Right.
In my attempt to make ends meet, though, I met someone I wish I hadn't.
Uh-oh.
A few nights ago, I saw an ad on Craigslist, looking for someone to help move a few large items and boxes up from the basement. The job offered $12 an hour, cash, and estimated to be around 5 to 7 hours worth of work.
There you go.
That sounded great to me, and best of all, it was within walking distance of my house.
Oh, that's awesome, yeah.
I emailed the poster of the ad, and everything seemed great at first. He was thankful that someone had answered so quickly, because he really needed to get things done.
Right. Seems legit.
After a few emails, though, he hits me with something. I want you to know that I'm a gay man. Okay. How old are you, by the way?
Now look. This is a business transaction. It has nothing to do. Look, if you end up doing business with somebody and you're attracted to them or they're attracted to you and things happen naturally, that's nothing creepy at all. That happens all the time. You know what I mean? But Mr. Brownstone is hitting this dude up by the internet, not even knowing what he looks like, trying to figure out how old he is, like he don't want to break laws. And oh man, god dang it. Okay, let's see what Mr. Brownstone, how sick he is.
That's a weird message to send.
Yeah.
His sexuality should be none of my business.
Right.
If you call up a plumber to come to your house, you don't share that information with him. I'm a 28-year-old guy, though. I'm in good shape, and I never leave the house without a knife in my boot and a sidearm on my waist.
There you go.
I need the money, and this guy's 68. If he tries anything, I'm confident I can handle myself.
Yep.
Besides that, I like to think the best of people.
Right.
I try and tell myself that maybe he's just a bit flamboyant and has had trouble in the past hiring.
That's true. And I'm pretty, I guess you could say I'm very trusting of people too. Too trusting at times. And the human element in me is very, very, very soft. Like, I'm very direct when it comes to conversation. I don't like confrontation, but I would be willing to say that I communicate very effectively, and when somebody's making me uncomfortable, I usually tell them. Now, if it's a situation that I don't want to embarrass you in, or I'm insulted and I don't want to say anything out of anger that I would regret, I usually back off. My wife is not so direct. She has a very long fuse, but she explodes, you know. Two totally different people, but we work very well together. So if you're looking for work and the people that are employing you seem kind of weird, normally before you, I don't know. I don't know if I would go through with it or not. He needs the money bad, so I could see why he's making this decision.
People who turned out to be homophobic. The time comes and I get to his house. He comes off as a normal and pleasant dude right from the bat. He's polite and friendly, and has a really cool house. It's your typical middle-class New England home from the early 40s.
Right.
Not something I'd want to live in because you're so closed off with smaller rooms, but they have a nice charm.
Right.
He's even furnished it with antiques from the time period.
There you go.
So, I'm put a little at ease with everything going so well at first. He takes me down into the basement, and it is a bit creepy. Let's be honest here. Most basements are.
Yeah.
Even more so when it belongs to a stranger. He shows me what needs to be done, and I start getting to work.
There you go.
Everything goes fine for the first hour or so. Then, I notice out of the corner of my eye, he's watching me from around the corner.
He's checking you out, bruh.
I try and tell myself it's no big deal. He just wants to make sure I'm not stealing any of his stuff, and that I'm doing what I'm supposed to.
No, being that he emailed you like that, he likes your rear end. I mean, let's face it. He likes that little booty. Now, look, I'm okay with being, I won't say like, gawked at. You know what I mean? But if you think I'm attractive and I catch you looking a couple times, maybe it's a little bit awkward, but it's also kind of flattering. It doesn't matter, you know. I'm like, okay, cool, they into me. That's cool. As long as you don't do anything to make me uncomfortable outside of maybe make an innocent pass at me and test the water, you know?
After a few minutes, he goes away. About 30 minutes later, he comes strolling in wearing nothing but underwear and...
I know that dude didn't. What? What gave you that? I know you like me, okay? I know. An innocent pass, I said, dude. Don't just come over here in your BVD strutting, be like we about to do something. I will beat the wrinkles off you so fast.
Socks. Oh, sorry, he says. I was just about to take a shower, and I forgot to tell you a few things.
No.
Well, that wasn't really the case, as he just repeats something he told me earlier.
Oh my god.
He's 68 though. Can't expect him to remember everything, right? A little more time goes by, and he calls me from upstairs and tells me to come and take a break and have a glass of water.
Oh god.
Sounds good to me.
He's gonna drug it?
I get upstairs, walk into the living room, and he's sitting on the couch, completely naked.
Oh no! Don't drink the water, cuz. Don't drink nothing. Just walk away with your dignity and bill him. Send him an invoice. Call an attorney or something like that. Oh my god.
I freeze a bit, and he says, "Is this okay with you?"
No!
I told him that I already informed him I was straight, and if this is what he was looking for, he hired the wrong person. He starts apologizing and puts his little buddy away, and begs me to please finish the job, saying that he didn't mean to make me feel uncomfortable.
You got butt naked and called me up for a glass of water and you didn't mean to make me feel uncomfortable? How many times have you done this successfully? What's your closing ratio on this proposition, dude? Oh my god.
Again, I need the money, so I agree. Wow. I figure there's no way this guy could overpower me, and he has no idea I'm carrying. I get back to work, and everything's fine for another couple of hours. I go back upstairs once the job's done to let him know. He tells me no problem, and to have a seat while he goes and gets the money.
Oh god.
I sit down and take out my phone to browse the internet while I wait.
Careful.
After a few minutes, I just know he's right next to me.
But
it's something most people always manage to realize. I don't know the science behind it, if there is any. I didn't consciously see or hear anything.
Alright.
But maybe your brain picks up on little cues subconsciously.
Like you're being watched.
Either way, I'd turn behind me, and there he is, dick out.
Oh no! No, 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 no! As angry and mortified as you would be at this point, how do you proceed? Guys, this has nothing to do with the fact that he's gay. If this would be a female victim or a male victim or another adult man, whatever the case may be, this is the most inappropriate thing that I've ever seen. You gonna hit him? Do you hit him right there? Do you pull out your gun? What do you do? What do you do? God dang it.
Going to town on it. I admit I freeze a bit from the shock of it. He reaches out and puts his hand on my shoulder.
No!
Now, this is probably what creeped me out the most. With his hand on my shoulder, he leans in a little towards me, smiles and says, "Now, don't go and tell anyone what you've just seen, okay?
What?
This is just our little secret. Nobody needs to know about it, right?"
No!
That's not a line that should come to your mind if a 28-year-old is your normal victim.
God.
That's the kind of thing you get used to saying after doing shit like this to fucking kids.
Yes.
At that point, I jumped up, told him to give me the money he owes me, and started towards the door. He hands me the money while still jerking off, and says again,
God.
"Don't forget, it's our secret." A few hours pass, and I receive an email from him. "Thank you for what you did for me today. I feel as though we bonded and connected on a very special level. This was a wonderful day I'll never forget. I have more work for you tomorrow. Maybe you'll learn to enjoy watching me share my private moments with you."
What?
I didn't respond.
This dude has... First of all, he has a very, 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 very bad problem. This is a very sick and twisted individual, okay? And what he said about how that's the kind of shit that you tell kids... Oh my gosh. I don't know what... Guys, I really don't know what I would have did. You know, I always kid around that if I would ever get attacked while I was in my shower, I couldn't fight butt naked. I don't know if I could fight a naked man either. Or a naked woman. I couldn't fight a woman. I guess to defend myself, if you were being hit or attacked, you would have no choice. I just my brain's so all over the place, guys. I want to know what y'all think in the comments. Guys, make sure to go on over and subscribe to MJV Animations. And here's another couple of videos that are Guys, make sure to go over and subscribe to MJV Animations. And here's another couple of videos that are reacted to it by him. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time. Oh, gosh. Break it down.